What's going on, Secoya Nation?
Dr. Jess here.
Dr. Schilling here, bringing you today's thought for the day. And if you read the tagline, wait till the end. We're going to give you some action steps because this is going to make or break your life, honestly. So are you being led?
Yep. Or are you leading?
Right. So we try to lead our families and our clinic and our team and everybody else in our lives by example. And so we do what we need to do in order to achieve what we want to achieve in our lives. Now, we think it's a pretty good example.
Yep.
Some other people might disagree.
True.
Right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So, kids. If kids just didn't have a mind of their own. I'm kidding, of course. We were all kids at one point. So how do you lead by example?
I would say exercising regularly, nutrition, making sure that we're shopping, buying foods that are organic, and even when we're talking to participants, it's making sure that we know what we do and what our routines are so that we can set that example for them.
Absolutely, and those are behaviors we like to do. We can also model things for our kids in the way of how we communicate, the manner in which we communicate, the tone we use, the language we use. We can also be self-effacing, like if we have a moment where something doesn't go well with our kids, we can be like, oh, okay, I get to back up, like, I can't take that back, but I just want to apologize for my role. Yeah. So that's what I try to do with my kids. If I ever lose my stuff, good Lord, I knows I'm human, right? Yeah. Every parent who's ever lived can get their last nerve stepped on by a little chitlin that has all their great will. Yeah. But the point is, like, are you being led by the example your parents gave you?
At times.
Or are you choosing to say, not up in here?
Yeah.
Not anymore.
Yeah.
I'm done following that example. That didn't work so well for us, even though it's been done for generations after generation. Right. So what do we want to do to lead by example, right? So what's one thing these folks can do right now to start leading by example?
Well, I think if they identify where their challenges might be first, that would be a good first step.
Absolutely. Write down where you feel like you're being most challenged. Write down a behavior or a pattern or some type of cycle you think you're in that you don't like, that you want to change. And then take a step back and say, who did I learn that from?
Yep.
If you ever hear yourself, you catch yourself. Like, people oftentimes have negative connotations with money, or they have this negative idea about money, or they think of abundance can happen for other people but not for themselves. Yeah. Most of the time that's an inherited belief. We talk about it all the time around here because we work with people who desperately want to do better for themselves but then somehow have a poverty mentality as far as how they want to approach it. Yeah. Well, you're the best investment you'll ever make, right? I mean, once you invest in yourself, you really can't lose. Yeah. So deciding what that behavior, cycle, or pattern is that you don't like, you wish to stop, and then you say, well, was that mom, dad, grandma, grandpa, older brother, sister, best friend when you were a kid, whatever it looks like, right?
Right,
and
absolutely. Then choose different. Set some goals.
Absolutely. Yeah. Being mindful. If you can journal every day and say, well, today I did pretty well with changing my XYZ or behavior. Or today I didn't do so well. Right? It's okay to be honest with yourself. And it's not about perfection. It's about just working toward a meaningful, specific goal that you want to change something, and you want to do something different, and you want to lead. So what I describe to myself on a daily basis is, who do I have to become in order to inspire other people to do what they need to do for their own health and things like that. So that's how I kind of embody, like with my kids, like, okay, what temperament do I need? What nutrition do I need? Almost every morning, Sophia comes upstairs and looks at me doing something crazy in our living room, like, what are you doing today? Like burpees or pull-ups or who knows, whatever. Yeah. But but I like to have her see that example. Yeah. And I don't plan for it, but she usually walks up, and sometimes she'll come over and lay on the floor and do yoga with me and stuff like that. Yeah. But it's all about what are you doing to embody that pattern. So, Dr. Jess used the example of shopping and eating food and daily exercise, and Sophia's usually in bed by the time I'm meditating and stuff like that. But that's become a daily practice for me, and I resisted it for a long time. Yeah. I'm like, okay, 2022, I'm not getting any younger. Might as well change something up. Yeah. But anyway, so these are some action steps you can do in order to get more leadership in your own life, because if you're not leading your life, someone else is leading it for you. Yeah. Right? Yeah. So, any closing thoughts?
No, just wrapping it up. It's making sure that you identify where those gaps are, journal, meditate, identify what you want to do to improve, and make the shift.
Yeah. Be observant of people in your life, parents, friends, family, people who have great influence on you, whoever you esteem the most, whoever you look up to the most, likely someone you're getting a lot of your patterns from. So keep that in mind, and just work diligently every day to reformat your life and change your patterns, all right? We will look forward to seeing you tomorrow for the thought of the day.
Yep.
And we'll sign off for now.
Yay. Have a good night.